The Dallas Cowboys are on the verge of a massive move. After already locking down a couple of important contracts earlier this offseason, new reports suggest the team is preparing a record-setting deal for one of their offensive line anchors. Yes, Week 1 didn't go as planned. The Cowboys took a tough loss to the Philadelphia Eagles. But even in that defeat, one major positive stood out: the offensive line. Despite the pressure, that unit held strong, and now it looks like one of those key pieces is about to be rewarded in a huge way. Dallas has already taken care of business with players like Darren Bland and Jake Ferguson, securing both on 4-year extensions. They even added a couple of depth moves with Hunter Luepke. But now, the attention is shifting to the trenches, where the Cowboys know their championship hopes live and die. This isn't just another contract. This is shaping up to be a deal that could reset the market, keeping a cornerstone of the offense locked in for years to come. And make no mistake, in today's NFL, protecting the quarterback and dominating up front is how you win in January. Cowboys fans, this could be the move that defines the future of the franchise. The Cowboys have already taken care of business with Darren Bland, Jake Ferguson, and Hunter Luepke. But now, it's time for someone even bigger, someone who could define this team's future in the trenches. A recent report highlighted one of the biggest positives from Dallas' Week 1 matchup against the Eagles: the offensive line. Dak Prescott wasn't sacked a single time. Not once. And the run game? Explosive. The Cowboys ripped off 119 yards on 22 carries, averaging over 5 yards a pop. That's dominance up front. Young linemen like Tyler Baiadas and Tyler Guyton stepped up, with Guyton delivering a punishing block that had fans buzzing. Considering he battled through injuries during camp, his performance was nothing short of inspiring. But make no mistake, the centerpiece of this line is Tyler Smith. He's the one who sets the tone, and now, he's on the verge of a well-deserved payday. According to multiple reports, Dallas is deep in talks on what could be a record-setting extension for their star left guard. Smith is currently playing on his 5th-year option, but everyone inside the building has known this deal was coming. The Cowboys don't just want him for now, they want him as the foundation for years to come. Because when you think about the future of this offensive line, with veterans like Zach Martin nearing the end, it's clear, Tyler Smith is the one who carries the torch forward. Every great offensive line needs that one rock, the player you can build around for years. For the Cowboys, that's Tyler Smith. Entering his 4th season, Smith is proving he can be the anchor of this unit for the next half-decade, the kind of player Dallas can trust to hold the line no matter the situation. And now comes the big question: what does a record-setting contract for a guard actually look like? The market has been climbing fast. Recently, Trey Smith set the bar at $23.5 million per year, just after Landon Dickerson landed $21 million. With those numbers in mind, it's clear Tyler Smith is positioned to top them both. He may not quite touch the elite paydays of Chris Lindstrom, Robert Hunt, or Quentin Nelson, but make no mistake, he belongs right up there with the best of the best. Insiders already expect Smith's deal to push past that $23.5 million mark, making him one of the highest-paid guards in football. And honestly, he's earned it. A former Tulsa standout, Smith has grown into one of the NFL's most reliable young linemen, a mauler in the run game and a wall in pass protection. Sure, the analytics like PFF grades don't always tell the whole story. But if you watch him on tape, snap after snap, it's undeniable, Tyler Smith is the kind of player who changes games in the trenches. When you break down the numbers, the story becomes even clearer. Last season, Tyler Smith earned one of the highest grades among guards in the entire NFL, particularly in the run game. His presence alone changes everything. When he's on the field, the Cowboys' offensive line looks dominant. When he's off, it's a completely different unit, and Dak Prescott feels that difference immediately. Now let's talk money. A projected $23.5 million per year is no small chunk of change, but Dallas has the flexibility to make it work. Smith is currently on his 5th-year option, which means the Cowboys can structure the extension smartly, front-loading some guarantees while keeping the cap manageable in the years ahead. With over $38 million in space to work with, investing in a foundational piece of the offensive line is exactly where you want to spend. And the Eagles' game? It told the story. The Cowboys' line didn't just hold its ground, it neutralized one of the fiercest defensive fronts in football. Even with all the noise around Philly's pass rush, Dak stayed upright and the run game found daylight. Yes, an early ejection helped tilt the matchup, but the bottom line is simple: Dallas' offensive line, led by Tyler Smith, proved it can go toe-to-toe with anyone. Analysts pointed out that the Eagles lost a huge piece right away when Jalen Carter, their most dominant defensive lineman, was ejected before taking a single snap. His absence forced backups into bigger roles, and they simply couldn't keep up. That was a major reason Philadelphia failed to sack Dak Prescott all game. Now, yes, if Carter had been on the field, the matchup might have looked different. But you can't ignore what actually happened. Dallas' offensive line answered the challenge. This was a unit facing one of the NFL's toughest defenses from last season, a group that returned much of its core, and yet they kept their quarterback completely clean. And when Dak Prescott is upright, everything changes. The rhythm, the confidence, the energy, the entire identity of the Cowboys shifts. That's why this offensive line performance mattered so much, and why Tyler Smith's looming extension carries even greater weight. Of course, there were missed opportunities. CeeDee Lamb, wearing that iconic number 88, knows he left plays on the field. A couple of drops cost Dallas key drives, and afterward he was visibly frustrated, working overtime to sharpen his game. That tells you everything about this team: they're holding themselves accountable, they're hungry, and they know they should have walked away from Philly with a win. There was also a moment of controversy in this game. After Jalen Carter's early ejection, reports surfaced that he had spit toward Dak Prescott, with Dak responding by spitting toward the ground in Carter's direction. Some wondered if suspensions might follow, but as it stands, it looks like the league will likely move on without further punishment. In the end, both players will probably be available moving forward. But here's the bigger picture: this Cowboys team is building something real in the trenches. With Tyler Smith emerging as the cornerstone of the offensive line, Dak Prescott protected, and young stars stepping up, Dallas is setting the stage for the kind of season where one move, one contract, one performance, one moment, could define everything. The future of the Cowboys depends on keeping their foundation strong, and that foundation starts up front. Tyler Smith's looming record-breaking deal isn't just about money, it's about Dallas declaring who they are, and who they want to be for years to come.